A lack of respect. Those were the words that spilled from Unai Simon's lips when asked about La Liga's decision to stage the December 20 clash between Barcelona and Villarreal in Miami. For the Athletic Club goalkeeper, this was not simply a scheduling quirk or a bold marketing move. It was a statement about priorities in modern football, and to him the message was all wrong. The match, set to take place at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, is being promoted as a showcase event, a chance to bring Spanish football to a global stage. Yet in Spain, the reaction has been anything but celebratory. Real Madrid moved first, voicing fierce opposition, warning of all kinds of measures to prevent the competition from being adulterated. It was a direct shot at the idea that a domestic league fixture could be uprooted and replanted across the Atlantic for the sake of exposure and revenue. Unai Simón did not hesitate to add his own voice to the growing chorus of dissent. He framed the issue not as a business decision, but as a matter of loyalty and respect. "It's a lack of respect for the fans," he said, the frustration evident in his tone. In his eyes, moving a La Liga fixture so far from its home strips away the essence of what makes the league special, the connection between local supporters and their club. He spoke passionately about the role of those supporters, insisting that football is not merely the property of clubs, executives, or television networks. Football is not only part of the members and fans, but it is the people who have brought us to where we are. If it weren't for them, football wouldn't exist. It was a reminder that behind every ticket sold, every chant heard, and every scarf waved in the stands, there is a person whose relationship with the sport runs deeper than any sponsorship deal. In response to the backlash, Villarreal's president Juan Roig to pay for travel and match tickets for fans willing to make the trip to Miami. While some saw this as a generous gesture, Simón dismissed it as missing the bigger point. The issue, he argued, was not whether fans could afford to travel, but whether they should be expected to leave their communities at all for what should be a domestic fixture. Although in the end, the club pays for the trip and the ticket, there are many fans who cannot make that trip. For them, it is a lost day, a day that they are left without seeing their players live. This, for Simón, cuts to the heart of the matter. Football is built on the weekly rituals of its fans, the walk to the stadium, the familiar faces in the stands, the chants that echo from one generation to the next. Moving a match to a foreign country, no matter the intention, disrupts that tradition and risks alienating the very people who have sustained the sport for decades. The controversy also reflects a growing tension in global football. Leagues and clubs are increasingly seeking new markets, hungry for international broadcasting deals and merchandise sales. While this expansion brings undeniable financial benefits, it raises difficult questions. How far can the game stretch before it loses touch with its roots? And if the domestic matchday atmosphere fades, what will replace it? Simón's stance aligns closely with Athletic Club's long-standing culture. Known for its commitment to fielding players from the Basque region, the club places enormous value on identity, community and loyalty. It's no surprise then that Simón also pointed to the example of teammate Nico Williams, who recently turned down a move to Barcelona to renew his contract with Athletic. "Athletic, you can also be a top world player," he said. "We knew prioritise Athletic over other top clubs. It means that the sporting project we have at the club and the impact it has is spoken of very well. In the end, the December 20 match in Miami will go ahead unless league authorities or legal challenges intervene. But the debate it has sparked will not fade so easily. For some, it is a necessary step toward making Spanish football a global brand. For others, like Unai Simón, it is a dangerous sign that the sport is being pulled away from the communities that made it thrive." And as the stadium lights prepare to shine in Miami, a quieter question lingers in Spain. When the fans feel they have been sidelined, who will the game truly belong to?